As you can tell from the title of this video, this is the ERide Pro SS 2.0. If you guys saw my last video, in that video I mentioned that I would be upgrading to the Talaria MX5, but plans changed and I went with the ERide Pro SS 2.0. The main reason for that is because of the price, the deal that I got with this bike in particularly. So let's get this unboxed, start ripping it open, and I'll tell you guys why I chose this over the Talaria MX5. Moment of truth. Ooh. There it is. Fully upgraded 72 volt, 40 amp, new bike. Yeah, so like I said, the main reason as to why I chose to get this instead of the MX5 Pro is mainly because of the deal that I got on this. I got a Black Friday deal. It also came with new handlebars and grips, which I'd planned on upgrading those at some point anyway. So this just made more sense for me to buy it on Black Friday, buy this deal rather than the MX5, which was over $5,000. Got some nice blue and white grips. That's all they had left, so I'm not mad about it. This is pretty nice and feels super grippy. So another big reason why I chose the ERide Pro SS 2.0 over the MX5 Pro is because of the weight difference. You might not think it's a big deal, but there's about a 40-pound weight difference, I believe, from this bike and the MX5 Pro, because the MX5 Pro has a bunch of different upgraded components like the brakes, which are motorcycle brakes. It's also got bigger chain and a few other components that are just bigger overall, which add to the weight of the bike. Coming from a SURRON, I really like the lightweight nimbleness of that bike, and I've heard a lot of good things about the ERide Pro. I wanted to find out what all the hype was about. Tire. All right, here's the moment of truth. Got our Warp 9 black handlebars. These are the same handlebars that I had on my SURRON. I'm excited to put those on at some point, but I'm gonna save those for a later video. There it is, looking good already. Also, this is the first brand new e-moto that I've ever owned. And so it's pretty exciting for me to be able to unbox my first brand new bike that's not just a regular class 1 through 3 e-bike. If you do end up buying one of these, this little crate divider piece that comes with it is actually pretty sturdy, and it's strong enough to be able to hold your bike up like it's on a jack. Also, initially I ordered this bike from ERide Pro themselves. It was actually on the weekend of Black Friday, and that was actually the same weekend that they announced the ERide Mini. They also revamped their site that weekend, so what ended up happening is that their site crashed and my order never went through, and it actually worked out for my benefit because I wasn't getting any bundle deal from ERide. So I went with RevRides, and they got me a deal with handlebars and grips, which is really nice. All for the same price that ERide was charging me. And I do have some plans for this bike, so definitely subscribe because I've got some upgrades in mind for this. This is our front fender, which I'm pretty sure I'm gonna leave this off because I like the bike the way it looks without the front fender. Got our rear fender right here. The reason why I chose this bike again is because this bike is closer to the SURRON, which is really my preference. I know that the MX5 Pro is a great option, especially for taller people like me. I'm 6'3", and I was gonna get that, but there's another thing I like is that it's a hybrid drive. I like the belt drive. I like the fact that it's quieter and that it uses a belt because I don't really do that much of heavy trail riding. So for me, the belt drive is pretty good for my use case scenario. Got our keys right there. Looks just like the SURRON keys, but ERide Pro logos. Let's go ahead and add these to the chain. Here we go. All right, now, before we start putting anything together, really, we're gonna take the battery out so we can start charging. And so yeah, we got an upgraded battery, 72 volt, 40 amp hour battery. This is my first 72 volt bike. I've never ridden a 72 volt bike, so I don't really know what to expect. And there also is one thing that I am concerned about with this bike, but usually when other bikes do what I'm talking about, they don't really do it well. I haven't heard anything bad about ERide and the way it does it, but I'm hoping that the sport and eco mode are nice. We're looking at 40% shipped right here. We got our little speed limiter wire. Just gotta disconnect that, and now you are unlocked. Full speed. There we are. Much nicer charger than what comes with the SURRON. All right, we are charging. Also, ERide Pro's charger kicks in a lot faster than the SURRON. So the thing that I was talking about earlier is turbo mode. I wasn't too sure if this bike had that before I ordered it. I just decided that it didn't really matter to me because of everything that I've heard about the bike. And I also decided that if sport mode is as good as it needs to be, then I'm not worried about the turbo mode, because I really just use this for commuting and urban exploration. I like to find little cut-throughs and shortcuts in my town. I like to find easy ways to get around. So that's what I mainly use my bike for. And I want to say that these bars are like the exact same as the Warp 9. Still doing some cable management, but we got the bike up out of the crate, got the bike up onto the wooden stand, and so now I'm going to go ahead and connect the rear linkage. There she is, it's done. Took me about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I would say, to fully build it out of the box. Now, all that's left to do is clean up. And there you have it. Thanks for watching my unboxing of the ERide Pro SS 2.0. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more e-bike reviews, tips, and exciting upgrades for the ERide Pro. I'll see you guys in the next ride. Peace.